Finally, a mount made for me.
Specifically for the famous guy Jin, Connor.
Yep. Known weeb. Me. All those animes I've watched on one hand.
Let's talk to the Dome and Watch.
What are you watching?
Me.
I was beginning to fear the worst. With those explosions I saw. But you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphino left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once.
Of course.
Right. Get in my party. Fitting.
Huh.
Goodbye. Oh shit!
I will, in fact, enter the Rising Stones.
Oh, Mr. Aphid Node, where are you? Hello, Lucia. What are you doing here?
Oh good, he's in with the antecedent, my favorite combination of characters.
Mmm.
Two fuckers who like the sound of their own voice too much.
Really? I can talk to you from all the way over here?
Oh, Venom. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Emmerich's request. You have completed the investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it. Then I would hear your full report. Well, we did a dungeon, and there was a dragon.
There was also Guardians. And I have a Pokemon now.
You converse with Midgard Sorma? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Wormlord did not perish, and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Oh my god, it's all me!
Oh no!
Less a resurrection and more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Emmerich immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard Sormor in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection, and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Emmerich's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Is there something you are not telling us, you two? You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you are missing something. It's something important.
Oh right, the Jolly Ranchers. We got them stolen.
12 forfend! Midgard Sorma stripped you of the blessing of light! Are you alright? How do you feel? Hungry. Took the Jolly Rancher right out my tummy.
I need sweets.
I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. No, didn't you hear me? I'm hungry. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard Soma made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althik and Nymea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgard Soma ever watch over the source, from which all water and magic was set to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidelin herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly.
Oh, you couldn't shown up a little bit earlier?
Yeah.
Oh boy, okay. Thou
Was I Midgard?
No, I don't
You're
think...
Midgard.
Yeah, he was only voiced in the one cutscene he showed up, so I will take him, considering you have everyone else here.
Woo!
Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortals? Yeah, thanks, cryptid Pokemon. Fuck you.
Solid.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
Who is that?
Lucia?
No, the voice actor.
I give thanks to Helone for
I
your
don't know
preservation.
off the top of my head.
It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
I really want to know why your mic keeps picking up your headphones.
Yeah, I don't know. It's integrated, so I can't move it that far away from it. But I don't...
Aphid boy, what is your wisdom?
The Ishgardians have warred with Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgard Soma who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance, and pray that our fears are unfounded.
Moon!
I have no idea what I recognize her voice from. She's in a lot of stuff, but nothing that I'm like... Nothing that's popping out to me is like, oh yeah! Alright. Moonbreda. Ere I forget, I believe Moonbreda has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress regarding our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with Crystal Brave. Okay.
Tataro, what do you have to say about this? As the receptionist of the Rising Stones, 'tis my job to receive all manner of guests with due courtesy. I've had to memorize the political positions and military ranks of half a dozen different nations. Being a receptionist is tough work. Moon, my beloved, and Urianger's beloved, how are you?
I'm trying to think. 6 nations. Doma.
Well,
The
Doma...
3 city-states. Ishgard. Is she reading up on fucking... Garleans?
I don't think she's counting Doma. I think she's counting, Alamigo.
Okay.
And maybe
Okay.
Charlan. Charlan... Maybe... maybe not Alamigo, maybe Doma. Because maybe she's not, like, necessarily meeting with people from Doma and Charlan, but she's reading up on them. Alright, Moon. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the Solar, shall we? Man, everyone's here.
Oh boy. Hello, Popple, the Demo. No Ascians in Gridania, apparently.
None that we know.
Right.
Yeah, Moon.
Moon, where?
Oh geez, I was kidding when I said everyone was here.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Oh, is it learning time?
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute! Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Oh, Papa Limo.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve, and I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land. If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona. Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea.
That's certainly a plan.
I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it's worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Ascians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalimo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you,
Okay.
I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
Yeah, group field trip. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, jeez.
What?
I teleported to fucking the processing plant.
Don't go there yet. He's still here.
I saw that as I was teleporting away.
Fool of fool.
That I am. Thankfully, there's an aetheryte right in the middle of Mordona, and you don't have to go half a fucking map away. Alright, Aphid, no, why haven't you left yet?
It would seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Uldar. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front line.
Oh, jeez.
1 second.
What were these? I didn't write them down.
I thought it was safe to snack.
It is not safe to snack.
Your duties take you to Northern Thanalin, do they not?
We, too, must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Flamen travels to Uldar, and we shall serve as her escorts. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations. Threatened by primals and troubled by dragons, we need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. How extraordinary that my little Asilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side, not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections. But I fear that Uldar has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets.
Bah! Woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, milady.
I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way, then?
Sure.
Man, the Rising Stone sure is empty now.
Yeah.
The only two left is Kiri and Tataru. Okay, now
Damn.
I can teleport to the processing plant.
Wait, don't.
Too late!
But you're not gonna take me with you!
Pay for it yourself!
Bastardo.
What else are you gonna use that gill for?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I have a dragon on my shoulder. Hell yeah.
Come on, you bastard. Do it. Yeah, you. He's looking at me.
Shoulder dragon.
Yeah, he's not on the shoulder for me.
No.
Oh, he just did. You son of a bitch. Get on my fucking head. Bastard.
It's because I'm a dragoon.
Mm-hmm. Oh. You're over here. Okay.
Hello, Will Red.
Who was real red? Because I never wrote him down.
You?
Me?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's the only one I didn't write down. Alright, real red. Will Red. Commander Levior sent word that you would be coming. Veterans of your talents are as most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to that task at hand. The Flame's reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Ralban's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Guardians could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein, then we might coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings.
Oh. Hey, Edelstein.
Hello, Edelstein.
Woo. What's your rank again?
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Galala, Sergeant Berkwip. My soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draftsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look, and their worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices. Devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the Flames stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial Army. I would once again ask for your aid. Okay.
I just like how we have two tiny dragons flying around.
Don't tell Ishgard.
Yeah, don't tell Ishgard. It's bad enough that it's the year of the dragon.
Oh. We've been keeping a close eye on that Garlean garrison, and it would seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the cast room are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I have apprised your fellow Scions of the situation, and am heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Alian, and lend your much welcome strength to the counter-offensive. Okay.
Okie dokie. Hey look, another one I haven't written down.
You take this one.
Yeah. Glad to have you with us, Gala Northoter. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridianum. Their main column assembles to the north to the Dalamud's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Ilbert. Greetings, Scions. I understand the commander bids you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Fourth should have little trouble contending with aught the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting restless, holed up in order, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We've enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. Aye. It would be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans. You were Papalymo.
A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire,
says the Black Mage.
If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column.
You are with the Third, then, Warriors of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuyuhasa. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. I'm still very sad that we never got like a Crystal Brave salute emote. Oh, it finally happened. And you can't see this, can you?
No.
He is on top of my head.
Nice. Oh wait, no, I do see it.
Look at this.
Head dragon.
Pure Lalafellan supremacy. Alright, let's go. Alright, Midgard, your purpose is fulfilled. Get the hell out of here. It's time. Alright. Vermanjimat. Torgal. We both have dogs.
Bark, bark.
Bark.
Wait, can I get it? No, okay.
No. Alright, Yuyuhasa.
He's got the crazy deep voice, right?
Yes.
I want to actually do a pro. A pleasure to be fighting by your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now, this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. Aye, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion.
It's never not funny.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's all I could hear in my head while I did that.
I'm here to kick ass and serve the Crystal Braves.
And I'm all out of Crystal Braves.
It'll do. Oh shit! Oh shit! Wait, shut up. Press the right buttons, dummy. Another Legionary Advisor? Jesus Christ, stop giving me this. Get the fuck out of my inventory. I've gotten that face max so many times leveling.
I don't think that's Flame Sergeant Dalvag. I think that's something else.
No, I think that was Flame Sergeant Dalvag. It probably says something in the lore book. Stop moving them out of the sand!
I'm not trying to.
Run! Run, dog, run!
Go, dog, go.
Go, dog, go. Oh, that's it? Only 2 fights?
You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that to mean that between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another of those Magitech horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Allian know the West is now clear. I would appreciate if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein.
Done.
It's that and Sam Elliott is the other. Yeah.
Mr. Jeez. Mr. Edelstein? Edelstein?
Sergeant Bergman, Lieutenant Galala. What news of the Garleans? Their raiding parties are no more then. Excellent. The Amagina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance.
Uh-oh. I don't like the name of this quest.
Uh-oh. You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Allian has reported a sound victory over the main column, and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Rogaden with the large axe. It would appear she had chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you would check in on her before you continue on your way.
Where the hell? Oh my god, why are you all the way over there, girl?
Oh god. There's Torgal. He too small.
It's a good thing this dog has made the day for her. Like, oh jeez.
Inbreeder.
Hello.
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know, as Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one. And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
She senses me. A useful talent.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This fucker.
Nassian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts.
Does Nabrialis already have a voice?
But come.
Yes, it's you.
Be not unsettled.
Okay,
on
good.
my
I gotta take
account.
notes.
That
Whenever there's a voice
brow
cutscene,
was
I try to
not
take
made for
notes.
frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabrialis. And you have long been a
Brita
thorn
doesn't
in my
understand him at
side.
all.
I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of
Oh,
light.
bugger indeed.
Oh, dear. Could it be that frail Hydelin has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us? Nobrialis, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious. But this staff... You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
I kill with jumps.
They looked at me funny.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, alright, let's fucking go. Urgency, I guess? Hard to be urgent when the villain sounds like Squidward on a sick day. Fucking Nobrialis.
Nobrialis.
Nobrialis. That is me.
Nabby Ballas.
Oh, no, don't enable text auto advance, thank you. Are you in the cutscene?
Yes.
Okay. You're here. Master Louis Soir's staff is kept in the Solar, isn't it? Quickly now.
Run, 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 run. And not anymore, it's not.
You too.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget.
Oh, boy.
My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic.
She'll be okay.
A memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed?
The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Oh boy.
We're having a time. We're having a time.
Yeah, it's a time. It's assertedly bad. Let's go. I haven't been summoner in a long while.
Yeah. Warrior was the zoomed in on her looking surprised portrait.
Right.
Here we are. In a big empty room with lots of chairs land.
Yeah. Welcome to the world that never was. Was ready for Asian fight number 2!
Woo! Okay, what should I do here?
I don't remember.
Okay. Other tank is already stance, so I'm not gonna stance. Alright, mechanic, I'm assuming. What do we need to do?
Just get to the orbs. I think you have to alternate them.
Alternate them?
Yeah, because the cube ones increase your physical... give you a physical vulnerability, and the red ones increase a magical vulnerability.
Okay, so we need to walk into them.
Yes. Or I could be wrong. I got 2. I don't know. Just make sure they
Everybody's
don't
just
touch
kinda walking into
Navigalis.
them. Make sure I what?
Make sure the orbs don't get to Navigalis.
Gotcha.
Here, have some healing. Bastard, stop moving away. I need to target you. It is very dark in this room.
is that?
Uh-oh, the other tank is dead.
Okay, I'm taking... Oh god, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Not... Dead anymore. Guessing orbs again?
Nope, he just really likes this big beam attack.
Get beamed, nerd! Okay, now orbs.
Now orbs.
So we want to do...
Yeah, you want to alternate them.
Trying to help with orbs, but they keep...
Ooh, hello.
Ah! Alright, one of the TPS needs to limit break here.
Man, he really likes showing up behind me.
Nothing personnel, kid. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's white now. Extended tenfold. Okay, so what are we doing here? What's the goal?
Ow. I'm glad no one came to help me with that.
Okay,
We need to stop the comments, and I think at least 3 people need to be in an orb. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Oh, cool! Look, it reset the limit break. Great. Mochi ice cream, save us. Oh god, not the hard raise. Shit.
Alright.
Kill the bastard!
Woo. We got him.
And there he goes.
He poof. Nymphalia!
Oh,
Well, that was something.
that was dangerously close to being a white. Oh. They left.
Yeah. Her thanks.
Alright. Wow, that was a weird dream.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
Oh, you can't escape us that easily, motherfucker. Oh.
You
Oh, God,
may
the
have
sideburns.
bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light
Well,
no
there goes
longer
his host.
holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
Get trapped, idiot.
Oh boy.
Get trapped in the ether battery.
What? What trickery is this? No. No! You cannot! No!
Behold
Apparently
the
we
fucked
can.
up. Behold
Use
the fucked up
Tsutsumati to gather
Pokeball.
ether. Quickly, before he breaks free. Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louisoix, I understand now. The choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
Moonbreeder! No! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Moonbreeder.
But it will.
She's gone. You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead.
Damn.
This device
the other
is a
rib in.
legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice.
Northota reigns supreme as the only Rogadin in the MSQ.
I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hither to the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered, and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisois I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisois hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisois' wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisois' will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Well, on the one hand, we can now defeat Ascians. On the other hand, we have to sacrifice a friend every time we do it.
Gross.
Extremely. Man, I hope we don't have to go up against any more Ascians in the future.
Just slowly whittling down the sands of the Seventh Dawn.
Oh god.
Ugh.
Alright, you stole it, it's your turn.
How many cheers were there? Ooh. Good times.
Alright, Minophilia.
Enfiladia.
Sad times at the Rising Stones.
Fast time. Aye. Never have I seen Urion J so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Charlian Manor to celebrate Moonbreeder's life, and mourn her passing.
One last quest.
Earns the achievement Secret Ashen.
Yeah.
Hate that. Hate that.
It was 2013. No.
Secret Asian man.
2014? 2015? Late. I don't know.
As Moonbreeder was a native of Charlian, I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? 'Tis a monument found at Rathfrost and is sacred to Thaliak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. gotta go somewhere that's not where we've been before.
Is it? Because it's out here in...
Where is it?
It's out here in Mordona.
Oh.
In the other direction. You expecting a package?
I got my wild rose gear.
Ooh!
I noticed I had a letter. This is one of the few delivery Moogles I remember where it is, so I figured I hid it while I was... Oof.
Just entirely around the tree.
Yeah, you know. Real sad boy hours.
Yep.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker, or wiser, but I was not. And you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Oh, jeez. Why do you have to show up now?
Life for death. A fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
Thanks, dumbass. Such a reassuring being. Your friend is dead. More will die. Like, thanks. That's not what we're supposed to say at a funeral, idiot. No, but I'm sorry. You've lived for thousands of years, you fucking dumbass. Big lizard.
We went the long way there.
Did we? You went the long way.
What? I didn't.
I got here way faster than you did.
Oh, I'm going to the wrong spot, aren't I?
Back to the Rising Stones!
Well, then I did go the right. Here I am at the Risen Rock.
The Up Rock.
The Up Rocks. Pray return to the Up Rocks.
What's the Up Rocks?
Nothing much, Rock. What's the matter with you?
I don't think I've ever heard someone mangle that worse than you.
I'm proud to mangle things.
I mangle things every part of my day. Wait, hold
Hello,
on.
Mintphilia. Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me. As antecedent, 'tis my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, you two? Tis as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louis Soir, Moonbreeder, our fellows at the Waking Sand.
Maraxia.
Their spirits and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight war. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am to collapse in a fit of weeping. I am like to commit to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, you two. There is no others to whom I could display such... You are my pillars of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence the days to come. Jesus. Place.
It's understandable. She's really sad. Oh. Whoa, the text.
Whoa. A victory won, a comrade lost. To honor the fallen, the living forge ever on, towards the light of a new day. Well.
And that is, well, 2.5. We still have 2.55 to get through before we're finally done. However, unfortunately, I'm getting a call from a certain catboy.
Oh boy.
We have business to attend to with the Crystal Tower.
No!